Oh, what a day so far. What a day. Sorry if you can hear things in the background at the moment, guys. It's just, it is bloody boiling in here, and I need something. I need the windows open. It's boiling in here. Uh, hey guys, Masterath here, and welcome to Evenings of Masterath Live. First one we've done for nearly 11 months. Here on the 1st of September. 2019, the first Evenings of Masterath of 2019, which isn't very good because it's September and it's the first one I've done. Apologies for that. I used to do this sort of like every couple of weeks, but it's been a very hectic year for me. So, yeah, I've had to focus on a lot of other things apart from sort of doing this. Yeah. Anyway, been an interesting day, been a tiring day. So this will probably be about an hour, maybe just over an hour, because on an honest note, I'm not sure if my eyes will stay open that long. I've actually just woken up, to be honest. That'll be the reason. I've just woken up. I just randomly fell asleep. Like that's how tired I must have been after today. But I'm here. I'm here in my hotel room, and got a lovely drink of water. I know I should have brought like a bottle or something and just filled that up. It'll save me later on having to go and refill it sometime during this stream because probably going to. Anyway, I've just done a lot of walking today, and it's been tiring. It's been a hot day as well, which I never do well in. So, yeah, it's tiring all day. But yeah, I'm just in my hotel room, my second night here, in Bournemouth. So I thought I'd do one just sort of like in a new sort of area. I guess why not? Yeah, kind of missing my computer and my room and my games. But today I had me food. I had me breakfast here at the hotel. That pretty much knocked me out for the whole day, regardless. So yeah, that was great. Then went to where was it? And yeah, I just did a lot of walking as well. I think I probably done about 7-8 kilometers of walking today. So it's been a long old day, especially now I know that a certain part of the beach has really bad signal. So yeah, that's not really the best. But it is Sunday, and I'm going to be here for a couple more days until when would it be? Wednesday, sort of afternoon, I guess. That'll be when when I'll be back home. So that'd be nice. Can't wait to get back to do some recording because, well, some recording. It's kind of a hobby of mine at this point. Also, there are a couple of bits of recording that I do need to do at some point. So, like yearly specials, I do need to start doing those. Which I haven't started yet because, as I said, this year's been very hectic already. Everyone who's watching, say hi and everything. I'll try and not fall asleep on everyone. I apologise if I do, and if I do, it'll be the longest stream that I've probably ever done. Yeah, I can't believe it's the 1st of September already. I can't believe it. It's where's the time gone? I've been at my new job over 2 months now, and it doesn't feel like 2 months. It feels like maybe 3-4 weeks, something like that. Definitely not 2 months. Yeah, so I actually don't even know what that noise is. In the background there. It's not the air show, because the air show finished earlier, so it's definitely not that. But it's something, and I don't know what it is. It's about a combination of the sea and something else. No, Mark, it's probably that. Yeah, I haven't actually been able to walk across the seafront yet because it's been so busy this weekend. Everyone's been on it, and I don't like people. I just don't. When you've worked in customer service for so many years, you just start to hate people. It's just a thing. You wouldn't hope anything bad to happen to them. You just wish that they weren't, they were in a different place instead of where you are. Don't like people, especially not now. As I said, but I think someone like customer service does that to people. You just become very unhappy with people because they will try and moan a lot, and they will try and get their own way on something that they certainly shouldn't. But they'll give it their all, and then you end up hating them and hope they never come back. That's customer service in a nutshell. It's a deadly circle, vicious cycle that just carries on over and over again. But yeah, so. Oh God, Jesus! I need to go back to bed at some point. I really do. But yeah, so that was not the best. I did want to go on the seafront today. That was kind of my plan. I'm only here for 4 days, and I know what I'm going to do for all those days. So, yesterday was sort of like having a couple of pints and sort of enjoying it, and, sort of like exploring my surroundings, pretty much. Today was supposed to be sort of walking on the seafront, maybe pop into town. In sort of town centre. Tomorrow was definitely going to be town centre, and Thursday I've got a friend coming down to say hi, so that's nice. If you don't know him, Anderson932, the Robot Wars guru. He lives in Southampton, so he's not that far away from here. It's definitely not the reason why I came down here. He definitely didn't persuade me in any way to come here. Okay, maybe he kind of did. Well, I've got the week off anyway. I've got the week of work now, so that's all good. I certainly need it. I need to recharge my batteries a little bit. So I come back on the Wednesday. So I've got Wednesday off as well. I need to go to bed. I need to go back to bed. I keep saying it, and now everyone's going to feel horrible that, I feel like I'm being forced to do this or something. On an honest note, I did wake up about 20 minutes ago and just went, crap, need to do it's a matter of life. I've said it now, and the last thing I want to do is be one of those people that's like, I'll say it and then just conveniently, sneakily delete it because people have seen it, haven't they? And then, people get mad or something, I don't know. The only problem is they don't have any form of energy drink. Honestly, I wouldn't have one now anyway. It's 9 o'clock at night. I wouldn't have one now. It's not the right time for one, let's say. It's just not. As much as I feel like I need one. As much as I feel like I need one. But yeah, yesterday was interesting. Did a lot of walking yesterday. And, did a lot of walking around. A couple of drinks. Bit of food. More walking. And, found some very, very interesting sort of things that were happening. People that didn't see my latest community page update. There was one, but it's actually a rock bar. As in, sort of the music genre, rock and roll. Bloody awesome, best genre in the world. And they got a Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet, which is quite interesting. I wish I'd sort of played on it a bit, because on honest note, I never actually played on Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I think I was too young when it initially came out on arcades, and I grew up with the Sega Genesis, so Completely sort of missed Street Fighter until they brought out uh, Street Fighter, what was it, EX on PlayStation. I think that was the first time that I ever came across Street Fighter. Was that of all things, and that was sort of like early to mid 2000s. So yeah, I was probably about a decade behind everyone else who's there going, "Oh, look, Street Fighter 2, oh, da 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 da," which is fine, I guess. Why not? So I can noise in the background, folks, but obviously I'm in a hotel room. Obviously I'm in a hotel room, so I can't go like completely full crazy. Like it's 9 o'clock. People are, but there are some people who probably try and sleep. I will be joining them once this stream. Like the moment this stream ends, I'm going straight to sleep. The moment this stream ends. Well, I say I'm going straight to sleep. I'll probably head off to sleep about an hour later because I can never get off to sleep properly. Yeah, I hope you all are enjoying Mario Kart Double Dash at the moment. It's a game that sort of came out the blue. I sort of felt like just playing it was Double Dash, and Double Dash, and so yeah, it just came completely out of the blue. So like, I felt like, oh look, Double Dash, yeah, might give it a go. Yep, hello Chibi Girl 232. Hello and welcome to Evening's Masterath Live, first one for 11 months. That should be the tagline for it, to be honest, if we're going to go with that one. But yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash was just on a whim. Was Mario Kart Double Dash? I didn't know that then it would take up about 2 weeks of my life. Well, 2 weeks of my social life, I guess. 2 weeks of my time off was Double Dash. Yeah, I've got a Nintendo Wii as well. That's what I was playing it on. Vortex. My Nintendo Wii's backwards compatible, so it worked, and it works well with my recorder as well. So that's why I've got a backwards compatible Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3. That's why I've got those. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so like that was actually my first Mario Kart game, was Double Dash. Again, I grew up with the Mega Drive. I grew up with the Genesis, so I didn't know sort of like the NES, the Super Nintendo. I knew of the N64 because of like the adverts back in sort of like 1997, for example, with like 4-player compatibility. And I was playing on a Sega Genesis, which was 2-player. So I'm there going, oh look, I can play with 2 other friends that I don't have. Although I just wanted Pokemon Stadium, and after playing through those games, Stadiums 1 and 2, I'm happy I didn't get them, because that would have been one broken controller, one broken television, and a broken console. At least. Because, man, those games are annoying at points. Classics, yes. Fun, yes, but annoying and difficult? Oh, yes. Definitely. Annoying and difficult, I'll say that much. Kind of wish they made a third one, though. I mean, I know you got Battle Revolution, and I do own a copy of Battle Revolution. Of, Pokemon Battle Revolution, but for some reason, it doesn't work well. I don't really understand it myself. I mean, it's just, I did buy it pre-owned, so maybe I just got mugged off or something. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. It's not the first time this happened. I'm just going to blame it on Micro Machinitis, because I always do. Which is any game of mine which just randomly stops working, I blame it on Micro Machines V3. Because I remember Micro Machines V3 was the first game of mine that ever sort of broke. I mean, in itself, the disc was fine and everything. Yeah, the Micro Machines V3 curse, yes. Yes, I've called it micro machinitis, and I think so. Like a lot of people who've watched certain Let's Plays of mine, I think like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone or Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories or somewhere along those lines, I have mentioned Micro Machinitis every so often. And the reason, especially for those two games, is the reason that saying for me sort of came about is like I'd have all my PlayStation games just sort of like in a line, so like then you'd like end labels out, so obviously you knew which one you were going to pick and everything was great, brilliant. And then Micro Machines V3 for the PS1 stopped working. So I put it between Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and within a year, both of them stopped working. So, yeah, I feel like that disc itself is cursed. The disc itself will just destroy other discs. I'm keeping it for the moment because who knows where I can make a deadly virus out of it and take over the world. It might happen. It's a bit of a tall ask, I think, but never count it out. I'd say never count it out. Like never count it out. Me falling asleep halfway through a stream. I wouldn't count that out either, to be honest. But yeah, but that's the whole. You could say the origin of the Micro Machinitis. Yeah, they didn't make a scenario of that. I'm not popular enough for them to make a scenario of that. Hey, if PewDiePie came up with Micro Machinitis, or hell, if T-Series came up with Micro Machinitis, then just maybe. Maybe if Donald Trump came up with it, and then, everyone would just dislike it. I don't know. I ain't gonna get into politics anyway. I'm one of those people when it comes to politics where I bear no allegiance. Unless you're not, unless you're like a new Hitler or something, then I won't support you. I won't prevent people from supporting you. Politics has never been my thing, because on honest note, they're all lying gits anyway. Every single one. Seriously, to be a politician, all you need to do is act and lie and make a convincing argument about a lie. That's it. That's all you need to do to be a politician. Like in my area, for example, sort of the constituents that I live in, the Conservative government made a ruling to give themselves a pay rise. Themselves to give themselves a pay rise. Well, the last election, at least in my constituents, they got kicked out. So they were replaced by the Liberal Democrats, who then went, "Oh look, the Tories did this. Let's get it go through." And it'd be like, "Oh, but it was them that put it through. It weren't us. It was them that started it." It's like watching bloody 5th graders or something. Like, he started it, meh. It's just, no. Why would... Oh, boy. Right, it's just like, yes, it wasn't thought of by you, but you still implemented it. So... Okay, so I didn't think of... Okay, let's say someone came up with a foolproof plan. A foolproof... sort of like... Maybe someone created like a serum to destroy all kittens and puppies, for example. They were never going to use it, but... Well, maybe they were going to use it, but then they died. Yeah, you'd think they're pretty horrible, right? But what happens if another bloke then finds that serum and distributes it and kills all the puppies and the kittens? And their response is to go, but I didn't make it, though. You'd still call the guy an absolute monster, wouldn't you? It may be a bit of an over-exaggeration for me to say that, but still... Same thing applies. They also couldn't be bleeding bothered a couple of days ago to have a meeting, which they only have one of every month, because some of them have got children. I mean, I completely understand if you've got children or whatever, but that's 1 hour per month. Surely you can have someone childmind for an hour per month. You lazy sods. And they're getting paid like double me, double what I am. I'm working 48 hours a week. Hour a month? Lazy sods. Yeah, there's things like that. It's like, regardless, from the ground to the top or whatever, they're just all just lying gits. You know, they don't do anything. It's an easy living. Oh, another thing they also need to do is know how to take criticism. Because there's going to be a lot of them, regardless of who you are or what you've done. If you're a politician, you will have people who don't like you. So anyway, that's my roundabout politics out of the way. Good. Still, I'm not getting any form of wind from that. Come on, Jesus. I've nearly finished. Actually, no, I haven't. No, I'm about halfway through. About halfway through my mug of water, I guess, which is all I can get at the moment. I can't even remember what my next Pokemon Let's Play is going to be. What is it going to be? Have I come up with one yet? I'm trying to remember it now. God, when you've done like over 230 odd Let's Plays, you kind of forget which ones you've done and which ones you haven't. Yeah, the Pokemon Let's Plays are a lot of fun, but it's at the moment. Oh yeah, XD, of course it is. Gale of Darkness, of course, because obviously this is that last Pokemon game I've bought. Oh no, it's not. I haven't actually played. I've only played like about 40 minutes of it so far. I started playing it, but then it just sort of it's sort of fallen off the rails, and I've been playing other games. Don't worry, it'll definitely be out next year. Don't worry about that. On honest note, a game. It's Pokemon, for God's sakes. How hard could it be? On honest note, I am going into this pretty blind. Gale of Darkness. So, with any luck, it's not as horrible as people as it possibly could be. I have seen sort of certain things, like certain characters make their returns, and you got to do the Mount Battle Challenge again, which is brilliant. There goes another controller for me. On honest note, there goes another controller anyway, because I just need to try and find a place, have my character run loads, and then I'm sorted. I'm good. I can purify everything while I get some sleep. It'd be great. The Gale of Darkness is next. I've noticed I did say last year that I was going to let's play. Binding of Isaac Repentance, the new sort of DLC for the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, but they're not going to be releasing it until December, so that's not going to happen this year. And it's like, ooh, early to mid 2019 release. What happened to that, Macmillan? I don't know what happened to that bloody Macmillan. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. To be honest, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, honestly, I haven't played Isaac since my last Afterbirth Plus video, which looked a hell of a lot better than the one before it. So I'll take it. It was just nice to get back to it and obviously show off the Forgotten, the new character, and how annoying Mum's shovel is as an item. So yeah, it's an interesting way to get the Forgotten. So fair enough. I also know the card game Binding of Isaac 4 Souls has been released in the last sort of couple of months, and that looks a ton of fun as well. Shame that I'm the only person that I know who plays Binding of Isaac. So anyone else that I know who plays games is they just play as like the shooters and everything like that. The popular stuff. What's the popular game at the moment? Oh, Fortnite. Yeah, of course, Fortnite. I'll probably play that or something. And my opinion of the of those games, the sort of Mario Masters Tour games and the Pokemon games and everything like that. I've never actually played them, to be honest. I did sort of have a look. I think I had what was it? I think I had an advert come up at some point. So I had an advert for it. I was sort of looking at it, and I turned my head and just went, "Yeah." And then, I kept watching the video that I was going to watch. I'm sure at some point I probably will try it out. I mean, the Pokemon one, definitely. The Mario one, probably not. But might do. Who knows? Might do. But yeah, so I'm honest, I don't know, because I haven't actually played it yet. So, no idea. Not too sure, I'm afraid. I have an air conditioning unit over there. I have an air conditioning unit, like, this ceiling is about 12 foot tall. I have a 12-foot tall ceiling, so even like the tallest person in the world can still get through here pretty easily with a lot of good headroom. I'm just thinking, why like 12 foot or whatever? It's probably not even 12 foot. Actually, no, me. No, it might actually be about 11, maybe 10 at the least. The least. I still play Pokemon Go. So when I'm walking, it's what I usually play. Still, even to this day. Like this, I just don't play it as often anymore. I've noticed that my sort of kilometers that I do per week has gone massively down. I mean, I used to be able to do about 50 odd kilometers pretty okay. But then, obviously, Gibble has been released. Gibble in 10k eggs. Guess who's not got Gibble? I don't know, it did take me 3 months to get my first Riolu, and on this alone, I think I've probably I actually got another Riolu, which I think makes my 5th or 6th, something like that. It was a crap one, don't get me wrong, it was a crap one, but still, I'm there going, all the Riolus I've got are not one Gibble. I just want one Gibble. One Gibble. Like, I asked for one Riolu just so I can get Lucario. And so I don't even like Lucario. I think Lucario is like probably one of my most hated Pokemon. Is Lucario. I hate Lucario. But I'm still there going, I want to get the Git. I want to get that Pokemon. And it took me like 3 months. Nearly 4 months to get my first Riolu. To give me a chance to get my first Lucario. Also, Combee. Don't get me started on Combee. So, with Combee, it's essentially, it plays the same in Pokemon Go as it does in the actual game. The most common Combee is a male Combee, and the male Combee can't evolve. So, your chance of trying to get a really good IV female Combee, so you can evolve it into a Vespiquen, very slim. Very slim chance to get that. So, yeah, there's that, and then there's like Burmese and Shellos and everything. It's just, like, Gen 4 was sort of when I started to lose interest in Pokemon at least a little bit. I got it back in Gen 6, I think. 5. I was don't get me wrong, I was into 5, obviously. Haxorus, my man, best Pokemon ever. But still I was there going, okay, that game was good, very good, but the first 3 were just vastly brilliant, And even though, in my personal opinion, I would say that 3 is not 3. 3 is probably my second least favorite generation. I'd probably say now is Generation 3 because of so many water routes. And it's just like That's why I'd put like sort of Gen 3 and Gen 4. Like, as much as loads of people love Gen 3, don't get me wrong, it is a fun generation to go through, but just too many water routes. A lot of people don't like Generation 4 because you're sort of stuck to picking Chimchar because the only other fire type you can get at the start of the game is Ponyta, which is not the best. It's like in my playthrough, I had to get a fire type and it was Ponyta. So I did something that I never thought I'd do. I had a Rapidash in my team. And I don't mind them going, oh, here's a Pokemon that just doesn't get used very often. You know, let's all like try and force people to use it so then they can realize how good it is. I wouldn't have minded that if Ponyta was actually good. But it's not. You could have gone for Magmar or something. Magmortar would have been awesome. But then you needed to trade it anyway, so that probably wouldn't have worked. But, you know, so like, you'd have to pick Flareon for the evolution or something. Or Darmanitan or things like that. But I don't think you could get things like... Oh, no, wait, no. Darmanitan's Gen 5. Never mind, ignore me. I corrected myself, so no one else has to. Yes. But yeah, it's... It wasn't a good generation, was 4. 4 was never a good generation. Oh, take care, Chippy Girl. See ya. But yeah, Gen 4, you know, I think people agree. There aren't many people who are there going, oh, Gen 4 is the best game of the series. You know, you've got your old Gen 1ers who are just there going, you know, everything after the first Pokemon game was crap. Which they're just wrong. You know, there's Gen 2ers, that's me. So, you know, Gen 2 was the best. You could get 16 badges, so it's double better than everyone else. That wasn't the only thing that made it good. You know, the music was nice. The fact that it just upgraded on everything that Generation 1 did. You know, and just made it sort of like... Because that's... On a nice note, I think they thought that Gen 2... They wouldn't have done it... They thought they weren't going to do a Gen 3. They were just going to do a Gen 2, and that's it. Because there is no reason to bring back Team Rocket, fight Blue, fight Red, be able to go to Kanto, face like the Elite Four with Lance and everything. There is no way, and also like the gym leaders of Kanto, there is no way that they would have done that if they knew the series was going to continue to Gen 3. No chance. Why would you do that, even? You just wouldn't. That's what I'm thinking the last Pokemon game. It's going to be on the Switch, or whatever home console that Nintendo will have at that point. You know, and it's going to be one where you can sort of go to each region, you know, and you'll... you know, like, and you'll sort of have like the Ash journey where so like you have your champions of each. You'll finish each. It's essentially what you're playing each generation, like one after the other concurrently, or something like that. And they're going to call it something like Pokemon Spectrum, like a spectrum of color or something. I don't know. What current ones are going to be called. It could be called Pokemon Hegemony, for all I know. Because they've named it after letters, colours, gemstones, metals, and now weapons. With sword and shield. I'm just wondering what in the world they're going to do next. Yeah, I was thinking of the idea for Rainbow, but I just thought... If they were to do that, it'd be like... Surely that'd be like a Ho-Oh game, wouldn't it? Like Ho-Oh, possibly sort of like the Rainbow for Ho-Oh or something. And Ho-Oh's already got his own game. He's already got gold, so he doesn't need two. Selfish git. He doesn't need two. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see when the Pokemon series ends, because surely it has to at some point. And I don't know when that's going to be. Would I miss it if it was to finish? Part of me would say yes, part of me would say no. as much as Pokemon was a lot of my childhood, I am damned if I'm going to spend, um, like however much it is on a Switch, the game, and a recording device so I can then sort of record Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's like I spent £400 on a 3DS with a capture card about 3 years ago. So I could play through sort of like X or I could play through Pokemon X. I could play through Pokemon Sun. I could play through Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I could play through, what was Alpha Sapphire? Yeah, sort of Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and everything like that. And so we're like, oh yeah, and the next generation I'll be able to do as well. No, they decide to screw me over and just be like, ha! You spent 400 quid on that. You've only used like once or something. Oh no, so I've actually only done one 3DS Let's Play so far, so maybe I'll have to fix that at some point. I have mentioned a lot of times that Fire Emblem Awakening is one of the games that I'm currently working on. It is, but it's a very, very infrequent project. Then sometimes the infrequent projects, I'll lose track of them for a little bit, and then I'll bring them back, and I'll just power through them. Like Covert Action, for example, that, according to my Wheel of Let's Plays, was supposed to be a Let's Play last year. And it never was. No, but next year it will be. Because I complete that now. I complete Covert Action, I've got all the Masterminds. I never got a 001, I got a 003, I think, was my furthest. But beat all the Masterminds, captured all the Masterminds, that's all I need to do for Covert Action. But it was, it was a fun game. It was a fun game altogether. It was one of those games that you could just... it was just more interesting, it's a game that it's a game series or genre or anything like that that I'm not really used to, and there are a couple of games I'm actually looking at about getting, sort of fill up my library, and there are a couple. I'm going to keep them secret for the moment because I might want to start playing through them at some point. But there are some that I'm thinking, do you know what, I could probably, that could probably go somewhere, a game like that. But there's also things like I bought the entire Swords and Sandals collection. So I played through 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 is coming out next year. Or 5 Redux, the Let's Play that's coming out next year. Probably going to Let's Play 6 when that comes out. Depending on how good Spartacus does. And then there's like Crusaders, Pirates, and Medieval, and all the others. And I bought all those. So I'm just sort of looking at it going, which one am I going to do next? Because I've done 5. Yep, formerly Pete, indeed, formerly Pete. But with 5, Pete's not coming back. He's not. There is no... sort of zombie or even skeletal character you can play as in 5, so there'd be no point in me bringing in Pete for Swords and Sandals 5. It would just be it'd essentially be fan wankery. That's what it'd be. It would just be like, oh look, it's formerly Pete, even though it's not. It's, with a character as popular as formerly Pete was, I'd like to sort of make, if I was going to make formerly Pete again, have a character that would stick to his character, so sort of like look the same, or at least similar, or something. So, who knows, maybe I'll bring Pete back in a game series, might not even be Swords and Sandals based, maybe he'll be my Loopy Magoopin, like Kikoskia, or my Gaston, like Kikoskia, or my Alice, like Halloween, or something. Nah. And Halloween's got loads. He's got Lady Kiko, for God's sakes, and Rick, Destroyer of P-Monsters. Speaking of that Splatterhouse, I'm considering that as well. I'm not talking about the remake of that was done sort of like what mid 2000s, late 2000s. I'm talking about the original ones, and geez, just those were just hilarious. I'd say looking back on it now, they were more funny than they were sort of disturbing. Apart from three, which yeah was disturbing. That was very disturbing. Jennifer being a mindless beast is still an image that sticks in my head. Bit like the ball worm in hers. Yeah. That's a low blow joke. Bloody Rick. Hope Rick didn't hear that. That's me water done. So, yeah, at the moment, it's sort of like, so what am I at the moment? Nearly halfway through my holiday? Or, nah, technically I'm not. Technically I'm, like, just over a day in, and I've got another sort of 2.5 days left. But, technically, tomorrow is is night 3 of my holiday out of 4, and then I got to wake up, pack, leave, get a train, get another train, get a bus, and then I'm home. Actually, part of me can't wait because I've enjoyed it here. Don't get me wrong. Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, part of me's enjoying it. You know, I am enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of those things where I just like, I wouldn't say you miss home. Well, I kind of do. But it's just like, you miss all the things you had at home. Like, I have a fan in my bedroom. You know, like, the way my bed is, this is not the same. And I have my fan, and it's a smaller room, so the fan sort of like got more potency with it and everything like that. I had empty bottles I could put water in, because that is now bloody, look. Oh, there is still some in it. Well, there's not anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to have to fill that up again at some point. But, yeah. So, plans for September? Recording a lot. Working a lot as well. On a honest note, this month, the end of this month, I passed my probation at my new job. Hopefully. With any luck. So, essentially, it's the last time that I can sort of like be let go for no reason. Is probation. It's also the last time that I can leave without notice after that. So, yeah, I've been there 2 months now. I've got a month to go. I say I've taken this week off because, well, I need a week off. I hadn't had a week off since May. So that's June, July, or yeah, so nearly 4 months. I haven't had a week off in nearly. I haven't had time off in nearly 4 months. That's how hectic it's been. That's how tiring it's been. And the next time I have time off will be probably around December time. So that'll be September, October, November. So yeah, another 3 months time. In another 3 months, then I've got whole December, whole of January, whole of February, and most of March, and then I've got some more time off, and then I've got all of April and a little bit of May, because it's my birthday, and sod working on my birthday. I ain't doing that. But yeah, hopefully I'll pass it. At the moment, I think I'm doing pretty alright so far. I think I'm doing pretty good. Could be going better. Could be going a lot worse. So I will definitely take that. Anyway, might as well just take this off charge for a little bit. Oh god, phone's getting a bit hot. Oh, right. So, it's a hotel room tour. Right, so I've moved my bed. My bed's now there. The reason is because there's a plug socket over there. There's that plug socket. It was initially here. You can see this lovely bed-shaped bit. Well, it's not there anymore. because there was just no plugs close to the bed, so, yeah. Right. And we got my bathroom here as well. My bathroom, it's brilliant. It's, I haven't actually used it yet, so I'll give it a try at some point. Anyway. Ooh. Trying to do this with one hand is difficult. Don't get me wrong. Right. Yep. Good. Right. Back we go. So I just thought I'd do that instead. You know, just a little bit of a hotel room tour while I just got myself another mug of water. Very, very, like, water that is warmer than it should be coming out of a tap. So, that's about right. Put it back on charge. 54%. Good, he was on a lot less. Great. Geez, I was not expecting to last this long. Who would have expected that? But yeah, I'm still tired. I'll probably stick around for another, at the most, probably another half an hour, and then I'm going straight to bed. Because, as I said, I'm starting to feel just overtired now and need some sleep. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm just drinking water now, because apparently if you drink water, it wakes you up. Maybe I'm not drinking enough water, then is the case. I might be, oh no, so I might be dehydrating for all I know. I don't know. And I've got a problem with my eye. I know that, I got a bloodshot, left eye. So, no clue why that is. But I've got a bloodshot left eye. Or some of that, I have no idea. Then again, for some reason with me, I randomly, like, one of my eyes randomly gets bloodshot. And there's no reason for why that is. It goes away after a couple of days. And then 9-10 months later, it comes back. It's weird. Like, there's no sort of irritation with it. I don't have a problem seeing out of it. Hello. But for some reason it just looks like I've been snorting heroin for the last 3 hours. But for some reason only one of my eyes is affected or something. Which I haven't done that. Don't do that stuff. Recommend no one does that stuff. I'm saying that like I've done it before, which I haven't. I've got no experience of it, and I'd much rather not get any in the future. Water. This is my drug. It's a pretty cheap one as well. It's free. Yeah, it's, this is a nice hotel. Don't get me wrong, it is a nice hotel. It's the Hallmark, Carlton. In Bournemouth. I say, you can hear the sea behind me. Well, I guess it's not the sea, I guess it's the ocean, since I'm on the south coast, so it's the ocean. The massive body of water, then. But, yeah, hopefully it's a bit quieter tomorrow, so I can go down to the ocean and see, and check out the local fish and chip shop, which is a very popular fish and chip shop called Harry Ramsden's. I think they got a big chain of them, of Harry Ramsden's, and one of them is here, so it'd be nice. Also, is it technically still September? Not September. Summer. If it is summer, then I'm eating fish and chips, so I'm right. It's still summer, I'm at the beach, I'm allowed. Well, yeah, I can't wait to pop off to sleep, I think. On a honest note, I haven't actually been sleeping very well the last couple of days. A couple of nights back, I had 3 hours. I was on 3 hours sleep. That includes travel, and then I was traveling for 6 hours, which didn't help, and I was trying to like prevent myself from falling asleep then. Then it took me an hour to find my hotel because Google Maps decided to put me in the middle of two different routes. So what it did is when I moved one, like when I moved like one way, it would then show the other route. So then it's like, after about 10 minutes, I'll be there going, oh crap, I'm going the wrong way. Go back, and then in the end, just go back on myself. So I'm seriously just there going, Google Maps, screw you. I'm just gonna find my way there instead. I'm not gonna use Google Maps anymore because Google Maps has screwed me over now twice. So screw you, Google Maps. But yeah, so I got the bus from the town I live in to Swindon. Then I got the train from Swindon to Reading. And then I got the train from Reading to where I'm now, which is Bournemouth. So, yeah, it's been that was I wouldn't say a nightmare, but geez, that was difficult to try and get through for travel. And I got to do that again in a couple of days. Yay. Yeah. Oh, hopefully I'll be well rested then. If not, I'll just buy an energy drink or something to get me through it. That'll do it. But yeah, I think when it comes to like most holidays, the biggest problem is travel. I think with a lot of people, it's just like regardless of if you do the traveling yourself or you know you can take public transport, someone else drives for you or something like that. It's just dull, isn't it? It's boring, and it'll stay being boring. It's just not nice. What we got here? Coffee. Rah. Oh, I thought that was a bit of wind from it there. It was my hand moving it. Sugar. Demerara sugar. What is the difference between that kind of sugar and that kind of sugar? Apart from the colour of the packaging. I don't know. Like this, or like this tea and coffee making facility that they've got in sort of hotels. Can't it be replaced with like a cooler or something? So I can, you know, like a fridge. A fridge would be brilliant. Yeah. It'll short out in about a day because I'll just have the door open and just be like, that is my fan. But yeah, just get. Like, make yourself a choice of, like, because I'm not going to drink coffee, or tea, or anything hot chocolate, whatever. I'm not going to do that, because I don't like that kind of stuff. But I will drink water, lukewarm water, from the tap. I don't get it. I'm wondering if I use, like, the tap for the bath, would it actually be colder? Actually, that's an idea. I'm just gonna go check that out because that's already getting a bit thing. But I'm gonna go check that out. Damn it, it's the same temperature. Oh, who'd have thunk it, eh? Like, what? I don't understand. Why is it so... Why is the temperature so warm? For that. It's water. I don't understand. Right. Usually, you turn a tap on, and if it's not cold enough, you let it run a little bit, and then it'll get cold. With those, it doesn't. I've tried it, I've checked it. it just does not. Like, drinking lukewarm water is probably not the best thing to keep me awake. It's probably like warm milk or something for me. That is going to send me straight to sleep. Which I don't mind, to be honest, because I feel like going very soon. I'll probably stick around for another 5 minutes, to be honest, folks. Sorry for the small stream, but on honest note, I'm knackered. I'll make up for it next time I do one. I'll have like a really long stream. I'll start it earlier as well, because starting it at 9 o'clock was not a good idea. If I started it at 8, it'd have been a much better idea. But no. Yeah, I think starting at 8 o'clock instead would have been a better idea. 8:30 at the latest. I think starting at 9, bit of a bad idea now because it's nearly 10, and I am really tired because I've been awake for, how long have I been awake for now? 15 and a half hours. Because I woke up about 6:30. So, yeah. It should not be. You shouldn't be on holiday and be tired, damn it. What's wrong with you? Apart from the fact that you're tired. I also like the way that I've got like a cupboard here. And it's a cupboard and you close it and it's fine. But you can actually like push it further in, like someone's giving it a kick at some point. You know, like someone's got annoyed with something, just like boof. And he kicked the cupboard door in. That's really weird as well. It's really... Yeah, but it's all like... What is actually wrong with it? Is it that? Is it that hinge? No. Is it that hinge? It's that hinge. It's the bottom hinge. It's the bottom hinge that... It feels like it's a bit loose. It's not like I'm going to use that cupboard anyway. I mean, I'm going to use that wardrobe because I've got shirts. And they've got coat hangers, so that works pretty well for me. Not that I'm going to be wearing the shirts anyway now, because it's hot. And definitely not going to wear them to go to sleep. Yeah, but I think best thing to do is finish this off and say goodbye, I guess. When I finish that, we'll say goodbye. And I've got about half of it left. Hey guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream, the return of Evenings of Masterath Live. I'm sorry it couldn't be any longer, but on an honest note, if it was to be any longer, I would fall asleep. I will. And I don't think that would make for very good viewing. So instead of having a 2-hour stream where an hour and a half of it is me talking and half an hour of it is me sleeping, instead get a stream hour-ish long of me talking. An hour of Frank talking. That'd be great if I was called Frank, but my name is not Frank, so yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a shame. By the way, I'll just show you these before I go. These are me work boots. They're horrible little bastards. They are horrible. Like, they got the weird sort of like... These bits at the end. They look like bloody Turkish brogues. All I need to do is be like that. And they're sorted. But yeah, it cost me 35 quid they cost me. And the only thing they did in the first couple of weeks that I had them was graze my heel and my foot. So I was sort of bleeding from both. Now, it's sort of like, it's new leather, so you know, it's got to stretch. You got to stretch it in first. So, you know, that's fair enough. Why is that pain on my arm? Ah. Don't like that. Sod. Anyway, but yeah, so like, you gotta wear it in first. Luckily, I've worn them in now, so no more problems with that. That'd be great. Well, why is it still so hot? It's 10 o'clock. It's gone 10 o'clock now. We're over the hour mark. I wasn't expecting for us to get over the hour mark, to be honest, so fair play. Fair play to everyone. We did it, team! We got over an hour. There's so much stuff in here that I'm never going to use. Oh, so there's like a room service phone over there. I'm not going to use that. There's a pen and a pad of paper. What am I going to use that for? What? I don't understand what I'm going to use that for. And it's just like, the only thing I'm really going to use, the light switches, the bathroom. I'm probably not going to use this television here. I'm probably not going to use that because I don't watch television. Give me a place that has free Wi-Fi and no television, over a place that has a television and no Wi-Fi. Like, I would take the Wi-Fi one, because at least with Wi-Fi you can log on to YouTube and just watch things that you know you want to watch, not things that you go, oh, I ain't seen this in ages and I wasn't a big fan of it then, but I guess I'll watch it. You know, things like Last of the Summer Wine, for example. I think we're in that sort of digital age now where, you know, sort of TV is being watched less and less. That's why they're doing sort of like streaming things like sort of like Amazon and Netflix and things like that. Two things I don't have, by the way. But that's probably why they do that. I mean, it's so much easier back in sort of my day, where it was you had, you know, just the basic 5 channels. It was the basic 5 channels of BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5. That's all you had. That was your choice. But now it's BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, 5. And they got Challenge, Dave, Gold, all the Sky movie channels, all the Sky Sports channels, all the main Sky channels, QVC, other stuff that doesn't come on until like 9 o'clock at night. No, about 11 o'clock at night, actually, I think. It would make more sense. It's past the water. It's past the watershed then. So yeah. Anyway, is there actually something in there? There is actually something. Oh God! I just chucked it out the window. No, it's still there. There you go. Stop. Go away. Looks like it's been raining now out there. So I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was from me or the bath or whatever. I hope that was from me. If that wasn't from me, ew. Anyway, guys, with that out of the way, we're going to say goodbye here with the Evenings of Masterath Live, the return of Evenings of Masterath Live. The first one in 11 months. I'm going to try and do more of these on a nice note. I'm going to try and do more of these. Not sure about every couple of weeks, maybe every sort of 3 weeks, something like that. But I'm going to see if I can do more of these, because I do enjoy them. I do enjoy having a chat with you guys, having a conversation, and so like some opinion passing and everything like that. I love to share my opinion. But yeah, I'll see if I can do more of these, because I kind of missed them, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for showing up for the stream, the return of Evenings of Masterath Live. And I will see you tomorrow for more Mario Kart Double Dash. I'll see you then. Thanks for coming to the stream, guys.